Morning, 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 everyone. Here we are, day 3 of the official live stream. So, how's everyone doing today? I don't suspect too many people are watching, but we're aiming to change all that pretty soon. So, I'm just flipping through some of my notes here. For everyone, if you see me looking down right, this is my little book here. I kind of journal as I go. I have a funny little system here. So, this is my rough draft phase. From all y'all remember from high school, you have your rough draft, your draft, and then your final copy. So this is my rough draft phase, and where I just kind of jot down as I'm trading. Then I have my draft, which is my revision of my rough draft, which is a little bit neater, here than this one. And then I have my final draft. I'm kind of like a notebook connoisseur. I kind of like when these notebooks, the way they're designed. And so this is the biggest one of them all. This is smaller. This is my bigger one. So this is my rough draft. You see how that's all. It's pretty rough. Now I have my final draft where you see it's nice. It's got those little boxes in there. And I see how my writing's a little bit nicer. But this is my journal. I like to keep track of what I'm doing. I'm not religious with it, so meaning sometimes I don't get every trade in there as I should. But it's a work in progress, and I try to get most of what I'm trading in here. So, but for sure, every day in the rough draft. So technically, I am journaling every day. It just may not make it to the final draft. It may make it in there later. You just got to do some homework. But yeah. So that's what I'm doing when I'm down here. You might see me down here writing or doing something. So for today, I jot down some pre-market, and so I start off here. You'll see my charts looking. This is my trading view chart. This is what I mark up on. We have ES. We have ES here, NQ here. And then I'll have my trading. This is where I actually take my trades here on trading view. Oh, no, TraderVate. And I have a lucid Eval. Alright, so this is Trade Daddy. So from time to time, you will see my daddy part of the Trade Daddy come into effect, and you'll hear my little ones in the background running around. I got the office in the back. We got kind of like a playroom in the front where they have swings and all types of things to keep them busy, but none of that seems to work compared to my shoes and my desk. Seems like it's more fun than any toy I've found that they can buy. So this is the third day of my official live stream, the Trade Daddy Myrick Mav channel. So I'm gonna get us some. Let's get us some music. That's my boy Deshi there. I like his style. So I will tap into him time to time. So let's go. I'm gonna try and get us a little bit of, if I can spell here, get us a little bit of music. And so I'm kind of learning how this no copyright thing and all this stuff works, but I found this to be pretty cool. I just go to Stream Beats. But I've also found, so I'll flick through here. I'm looking for one thing, and then I'll find, it'll take me to, like, what did I do yesterday? It was like a trading focus type beats thing, but it sucked me in, and I say, hey, why not? If I can, I'm big on energy and frequency, so if I can get some type of frequency to help me focus, And hey, why not? Let me see if I can find that, because it was pretty good. The Ultimate Trading Music Playlist. Okay, that's cool. Chill vibes for trading in the zone. I think that's where I was yesterday. So I'm going to go with that one. So let's get some chill vibes for trading in the zone. If I can get my internet to... Judah Buddha, don't eat my earbuds. Thank you. All the toys you got, you want to eat my earbuds. Only thing about down here, the internet is so slow because it's in the living room. So it reaching down here is kind of, I guess, difficult. And it just, man, it takes forever for anything to load. So, like I said, it's only day 3. We're working out all the kinks. So this is, I feel it's only right. It's natural. You know, you're gonna struggle with me. We're gonna ride this out together. So I think that's good. How's that sound? There we go. All right, let's get back to work here. What time is it? Oh, we got 2 minutes till the open. 2 minutes till the open. 2 minutes to the open. So I was watching for price. We've reacted off this 4-hour bearish fair value gap. Came down here into this daily inversion. So it was a bearish, and then we inverted bullish on the daily. So I was anticipating price pulling back and then reacting off this inversion to look for some longs here. So we have midnight open, we have Asia, we have prior day highs, then we have, of course, all-time highs. My key was inverting this 1 hour fair value gap. ES looks a lot stronger than NQ. NQ looks a lot weaker. So that looks like the plan for today. It's pulling back a lot farther than I suspected, but we're running into this 1 hour bullish fair value gap, reacting quite nicely off consummate encroachment of that, and with this daily inversion. So it looks like the open, we just opened here, we had a nice push down there. So on this 1 minute, I'm just trying to see where we left off at settlement yesterday, so see what type of gap we're dealing with here. If I can get these charts to work with me. So, man, this internet really is getting to me. It's getting to me. Man. Come on. Let's see. Okay. All right. So there's that daily gap right there. So we do look good for the upside. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot for some upside. All right. So we got a pretty good gap on this opening here to fill. We're looking quite bearish, but this again is the manipulation leg at the open. If you wanted to keep for momentum traders, I know a lot of momentum traders would be shorting this right now. You know, and you know, like for them that would, you know, if they shorted off of there with their confirmations and indications, you know, pretty good. It's a pretty good short. But I'm looking for just a little bit of a more of a stable trade here. So we're coming down to this 15-minute fair value gap here. So we're actually going to drag this up here. This is actually a bullish fair value gap. I'm going to get down into here. So we're into the discount portion of this range here. So this is actually a 15-minute bullish fair value gap here. This is a bullish fair value gap, so we're kind of respecting that 15-minute bullish fair value gap. I'm gonna get this out the way here. Kind of clean up this chart a little bit. Let's clean this up a little bit. There we go. Clean that up. This is our daily opening here. Let's try to clean this up a little bit. So what I'll do here is give us a nice little outline here. Let's give us a nice little outline there. That'll be our gap. We're shooting for a daily gap. Man, that's a 15-minute candle is shooting down. Well, we're in the first 5 minutes of the opening, so it's not quite efficient. So let's look at the 5 here. So let's clean up these charts a little bit here. So we have this 5-minute bullish fair value gap here, which is key. So this was a gap that was left behind here. We have another one here, another short one here. We'll look for this one. If we invert this, 5-minute fair value, we'd be good for some longs. That'd be looking good for some longs. So there's that 15-minute. We're respecting that. Got about 7 minutes to that close there. So let's see what we got here. We have our next highest time frame. We have a 1 hour. I haven't quite reached that yet. We have a 4 hour bullish fair value gap here. We haven't got down to there yet, tapped into there. Okay, we did have this is on the 4 hour here. So we have a 4 hour bullish fair value gap here that is looking to trying to get inversed. But we have about 21 minutes to see what that, at the 10 o'clock, we'll see if the 4 hour, definitely if the 4 hour inverses this bullish fair value gap, this bullish 4 hour, if we inverse here, we'd definitely be looking for shorts. I'd be looking for shorts off the retest back into this 4 and then down here. But as of now, I'm gonna stay with my lower time frame sentiment. So we have pretty good targets up here. We took London low. We still have London high, Asia high, prior day high, New York open, and we have our daily opening gap up here, which is pretty good. So if we come down here and swipe even prior day lows, tap into this bullish 4 hour and reject, looking good. If we respect this 1 hour, which you have about 20 minutes, respect this 1 hour, because this could turn into a wick. And as long as we body above consummate encroachment, we can still respect this bullish fair value gap, and we're looking bullish. And I'd be content on aiming for closing this gap and some of these FVGs up here. So we're getting a wick off of here. So let's look at the 5-minute chart. So we may be, with all that bearish sentiment on the higher time frames, we bounced off of these bearish fair value gaps. We bounced off this 15-minute bearish fair value gap here. We may be looking for continuation. We may not be able. This may not be the manipulation, then distribution leg we usually look for. Just maybe looking for that continuation at the open. This may be the continuation play, which it is looking. So we have higher time frame PD arrays up here that we're coming off of. But I'm looking at this here. We're respecting this 15-minute fair value gap. But at the 5-minute, we have this 5-minute bearish fair value gap. It's being retested here. So we'll see what our reaction is off of this. So we're getting a strong rejection off that 5-minute fair value gap. NQ is looking a lot. It was looking a lot weaker than ES. ES is also ES is in this higher time frame gap right here. This is the daily inversion on ES. So it's kind of respecting that inversion. So let's just see how we react here. I'm being kind of, the way price action has been this week, I'm kind of being extra cautious here. So I'd love to see a IFVG trade to the upside, simply because ES is rejecting off of this daily inversion. We've tagged some of our bearish objectives down here, and we have these objectives to the upside. So if we can inverse at the 5-minute here and get into this gap, I'd be looking for a long entry. We'd shoot down to the 1-minute, maybe go for another 1-minute inversion into this gap, and then shoot for these highs. New York Open. I like New York Open as a magnet, especially since we haven't tagged it since 1 a.m. We haven't been back to see New York Open since 1 a.m. So that's kind of our range here. From the New York Open to here is our range typically. So that's giving me my range for this AM session, and we are in discount. Check. So in order for me to take this inversion, I'd like to see, let's open this up here. I'd like to see some liquidity be swept. Which we are down in. This is a huge bullish fair value gap here. So this is a bullish fair value gap here, which I would consider to be a bullish PD array. We have a fair value gap on top of this order block. We have this order block. Sometimes I like to cheat. Turn on my indicators here. Even still. Yeah, my internet is gashed right now. Because usually when I turn on these little, and something will change on the screen or pop up, it's just, everything's just like way behind. It's way lagging. So anyway, we have our bullish fair value gap on this 5-minute, along with this bullish order block here. This last down close candle, we shoot above. This is a change in state of delivery. So this was a major reversal area here on the 5-minute, which left behind this huge fair value gap, and this was at the open yesterday. This was yesterday at the open. So this is where we were yesterday, and we went up. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what we're working with. So after this inversion, because usually we go down to this 1 minute, and we've already inversed on ES on this 1 minute here. We've come up and left behind. We have a bullish fair value gap here on the 1 minute on NQ. So we are seeing bullish structure on the 1 minute. I'd like some stronger confirmation on the 5 minute if we can inverse this bearish fair value gap. But I think, man, this internet. So I think I'm going to shoot up for that'll be what I'm looking at. We got about a minute. I still wanted to close here before we. If it closes clean above there on this 5 minute, I'll just take it right here on the 5 minute. If I'm looking for a better, if we close above and I'm looking for a better entry, I'll shoot down to the 1 minute. But right now I'm looking at this 5 minute to see. We kind of tapped into this 5 minute order block here. Reverse down. Yeah, I'm having a lot of technical difficulties with my trading view, and I think it's really the Wi-Fi trying to reach its way down here. Where's Judah? So we didn't get a close above on the IFVG. So I'm still gonna wait. We closed below. We did open above this lower candle, but I still like to get a close. So frustrating. So we're looking really good on this IFVG trade here on this 5 minute. We got about 2.5 minutes before it closes. Gonna be patient. Gonna be patient. I guess I go to TradingView and the Wi-Fi is just on the fritz. Let me try this. Maybe I'm pulling too much here. Let's try this. So TradingView isn't working with me. We got about 1.5 minutes left before we close on this 5 minute. This is the 1 minute on ES. It's kind of like what NQ be looking like on the 1 minute. It's pulling back off the order block there, but as it keeps pushing up, it gives more confirmation that it's trying to shoot above it. So ES, we did close bullish. We did close bullish on NQ and ES. Just trying to see which one I'd rather take here. ES is looking a lot stronger than NQ. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait till after news. We have news in about 3 minutes. Yeah, we have news in about red folder news in about 3 minutes. I think I'm going to wait and see what what that brings us. Even if it does bring us a pullback at best case scenario, worst case scenario, we get a better ROI. So I may want to get in, maybe just half risk. It looks like price is waiting. Looks like they're waiting on news as well. I'm using about 2 minutes here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait and see what the news is bringing. It's like everyone else is doing. Got a little spike up. Somebody knows something. About a minute. I think I'm gonna jump in here. I took it on NQ, 3 micros here on NQ on this 5 minute. So let's see how we do here. It's like NQ's moving a little bit slower than ES. See if we respect this 1 minute. Looks like we're trying to respect this 1 minute fair value gap. Bouncing off this 8 MA right here, moving average. We are below VWAP. Once we get above VWAP, I'd feel a lot better about this trade, but as is, we're just gonna let it play out. Actually, if we get too far below here, I will cut it short. I don't want to get down in here, and I don't want to be down in there. Not with this price action. Well, this is a high area of resistance here. Typically, I would have liked to wait until we break above that area. But sometimes you just got to pull the trigger. Let's get us something to fill in the silence. So we got some pullback here, which I'm not too mad at that. Nice little pullback. Just opened up a new 1 minute candle here. I do like to watch my trade on the 1 minute because it shows me what price is doing a lot faster than it would on the 5 minutes. So I have it on the 5 minute over here on ES. If you're trying to protect your nerves, I'd stay on a higher time frame looking. If you're looking at price action to see what it's doing, see if it's inverse, respecting fair value gaps, I look on the 1 minute and see if you want to add to the position or close your trade early, things like that. As of now, we're respecting this 1 minute fair value gap. If I can get a nice body closure above this candle here, I'd be willing to add, maybe get some dollar cost averaging and get a better position, a slightly better position. Right now, for me, it's a little bit too early. We're respecting this higher low. If I was a little bit more confident, I'd add now to get a better position in, because it would average down, but it also increased my risk, which it's one of those things. Do I take it? Do I trust that we're going up? Add to the position to increase my position size, so I may just be willing to add here. So I'm gonna add there. So we added in, got a little bit better of a position. So I'll put in a order there to take some profit once we get there. Take a little bit of profit there. Try to protect some capital. Lock in some gains. Really would have took that trade on ES. It's a lot stronger. I mentioned earlier how NQ was a lot weaker, but we're in it. ES is gone. And I'm half tempted to get out of this NQ and look for a better position. Maybe on ES if we're going to the upside. I don't know if I want to be in this price action with NQ. Just dilly-daddling to the upside. This is how NQ does. She plays around, then she'll give you a pop. So, knowing me, I will take it, because we keep going in and out my internet as well. So, my internet, so I'll take that $145. We're at 52,392. I'm looking over here on ES. I'm bullish. And I'm looking for some quick movement to the upside. See, so now if you look here, look, I'm on the 1 minute on ES. We're already above VWAP, above all the moving averages. It's shooting strong. Here on NQ on the 1 minute, we're still below VWAP. We're still below my 200 moving average, which tells me that ES is a lot stronger. I'm just looking for a target here on ES. So I just need a target. That's all I need is a target. Got a target here on ES. We're in a small little pullback here on ES. Probably to this move, to the moving average here. And we have a bullish fair value gap that was left behind. So if we tap into that bullish fair value gap, I don't have a problem getting in over here with ES and riding some of that momentum to the upside. We're already showing. A little bit of hesitation there. We just ended our 950 macro. We are bullish to the upside here. So let's see what we're gonna do here. Can I ride some of this wave on ES? I don't like that. That's the only thing. It didn't touch my fair value gap, which I'd have felt a lot more comfortable. We've already got midnight open on ES. Haven't quite reached it on NQ. We have those Asia highs. 550. That's those Asia highs right there. I think I'm gonna get in on that. I'm gonna get in on that. At the last low here. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what she gives us. 550, 75. That was at Asia high. And we swept there. Let's see if she. Respect that bullish fair value gap here on ES. Shoot, I'm not getting quite of a push like I'd like to see here. Okay, what's going on? I'm gonna get out of there. I'm gonna get out of that. Again, I'm eval trading, guys. I know why do I keep jumping in and out. We got 171 up on the day. I'm trading my P&L. Goes against everything that everybody says. But me as a trader, one thing that I've realized, I've come to realize, you have what's considered the norm. You have what everyone says you should and shouldn't do. To a certain extent, you do have your core principles when it comes to trading. Some people believe in liquidity, some people don't. Some people believe in buying and selling pressure, some people don't. People believe there's an algorithm, some people don't. And that's all good and dandy, because at any given point in time, they're both right, and they can both prove their arguments. So what that tells me is this: you have your core principles, you have where price has been and where price may tend to go based on where price has been. So in trade, all you can really do is see what the market has done. That's why I do keep my moving averages on here, because they always say, well, moving averages is lagging. It doesn't tell you what's going on now. This and that. Yes and no. In trading, everything is duality. It's a yes and no. It's a right and wrong, and they're both right and they're both wrong at any given time. So for me, though, what I've found is in trading, you can generally tell where you're going by where you've been, because the market tends to repeat itself. So on average, this is what price has been doing. So it tells me when price gets down here, it goes back up. When price gets down here, it goes back up. Price gets down here, it goes. This is what it's been doing. So I'm gonna go on that note. Price gets down here, it goes back up. If price breaks this, it may test it and then go back down. If price gets here, it may go back up. When these two cross, when this cross this one, tends to go up. When it crosses down, it tends to go down. So and you have this is where price has been consistently held up at that area. So I tend to use where the market has been to tell me where it's going, if that makes sense. So I don't listen to what the norm is or what people say is or isn't the correct way. What are you doing? Why don't you? I've seen traders set your stop loss, take your entry, set your TP, and go walk your dog. No, I'm not. When would I ever do that when I got money on the line? I'm not. If I'm in a trade and I'm on and I'm positive, say I'm up 20 points in a trade, that may be $300, $400, $500 depending on the amount of risk that I put on. There's no way I'm going to be up $500 in a trade on a 50K account and watch it go down, watch it inverse some fair value gaps, break structure on the way down, because and if it hits stop loss, it hits stop loss. If it hits TP, it hits TP. I'm not gonna touch it. And what not? I don't like that. I don't like that strategy, because if I'm up 500, I'm not gonna sit here and watch my money go down to 400, 300, 200, 100. No, if I'm up 500 and I see it resisting like it's doing here, say we were up 500 here, we're up 500, and price came down here, I take a little drawdown. But if it's just like here, if it breaks this, if I see it break this and shoot below, I'm out. I'm out of this trade. Say my stop loss is, say I'm in the trade here, say I'm up here, I may have gotten in the trade here, and my stop loss is here. If I got in the trade here, I've already lost some profit here. Me personally, once I seen it go down, come back up, and it goes down here, it doesn't break this high, I'm out. It didn't break, it tried to go back up, it didn't break this high. We got another red candle. That shows me that it's slowing up. We didn't break this high, I'm out. I'm going to protect my profit. Now it's going back up. I'm going to say, okay, well, I had 500 here. I got out here when it didn't break this high and started going down. So I may be $300 in the positive. All right, I'm up $300. I'm not going to say, well, if I'd have stayed in, I'd have got full TP. No, now I'm in here looking, and let's see if it breaks this high. If it breaks this high and goes back, I'll get back in. So let's look for an entry. Let's see if we can. So we've got the bullish. We didn't inverse this fair value gap, which is good. We did not inverse this one. The wicks, we wicked them up, but the bodies respected it. Now we're up above this moving average here. We came down in here, created a higher low. Now if we break these highs, I like to see price break this high, create some sort of fair value gap, and then we can get back in and shoot for this TP. But I get both stories, because now if it goes to TP without break, because my stop loss was originally here, if it goes to TP without getting to my stop loss, you have the argument, if you stayed in, you would have been in, you'd have had a lot better position. Yeah, okay, cool. But if it would have went down, if it had kept on going down, and I locked in $100-something profit, now it's like, man, I'm glad you got out. You did good. That was a good call getting out. So, I mean, which one's right and which one's wrong? At the end of the day, it's whatever makes you feel comfortable as a trader. That's why I like ICT. ICT gives you your core principles, your core narrative on why price is doing what it's doing. And from there, it's under a big umbrella. There's so much information in the ICT world. It's under a big umbrella of different things. You can trade IFVGs, inverses, turtle soups, silver bullets. There's so many things, but you can mix and match and add them all together to make it your own. And even so, what I've done that. I've mixed, matched, and made it my own. And I've also kept some things in here that aren't ICT. You'll never see ICT with any type of moving averages, and that's cool. But for me, these moving averages give me that extra confluence of what price has been doing, because you can't deny that price has been respecting this line. You can't deny that. Even still, I understand price doesn't care anything about that. When it's ready to go, it's going to break through it, and it's going to do what it's going to do. But when it breaks through it, it shows me that this trend is no longer valid as well. Not saying that price cares that it created it. So what? It doesn't care about this line. But that line shows me a trend that's been going on. It just my visual effects. But price does not care about this. That line is there. It does not care. When it's ready to go, it's going to go. It's not going to say, oh, there's a 8 moving average, I'm going to stop. No, it's not. That's not the reason it's doing that. It's doing that. There's some orders there, and somebody's trying to hold up the market because they're vested. When they feel like it's no longer in their best interest to keep buying at this level, they're not, and then price is going to fall through. When is that going to happen? That's anybody's best guess. But as close as I can get to knowing that is this moving average. When it breaks below it, I can say whoever was there buying right there, they're not there no more, or they moved down a little bit. So maybe the market's not going to keep doing what it's been doing. That's just my thing. But that was my rant on people's strategy and who's right and who's wrong, and yeah, see, NASDAQ is stuck right there below VWAP. And now when NASDAQ does break above this area here, this VWAP area here, I'd like to be there and catch that. Maybe it was that area up in there. So we do have a bearish fair value gap there. It looks like it's tapping into that, and it's high respect. Now, if when NASDAQ inverses this fair value gap, this FVG here is highly reactive on the NASDAQ. If it breaks above here, I mean, you're gonna have a nice little long on your hands here. Even if it breaks from here to here, if we catch the trade here to here, it's a nice little trade for me. That's 20. That's almost 40 points right there. Yeah, that's good. I'd be happy with that little move there. Boom, boom. And when's it going to do it? If it's going to do it, we'd be above VWAP, broke this level of high resistance. Yes, looks like it's slowed down a lot. So both indices are consolidating right now. So yeah, I feel comfortable in my decision when I got out here on that little trade and protected my profits. I understand if I'd have still been in that trade, maybe I'd have squeezed just a little bit more, but I'd be watching it going up and down, and my nerves would have been shot. So for me, just protecting my blood pressure, keeping my nerves on an equilibrium is pay enough for me. So it looks like we're going here. We still haven't created any gaps where I can see I can jump in there. Momentum volume isn't that high, so I'm not really keen on jumping in there right now. Yeah, so if we get in here, and I would be possibly interested in taking a trade on NQ, even though ES is the stronger of the two, simply because we're consolidating here, and we're consolidating here as well. But it looks like after this consolidation, we have an accumulation, a manipulation, then a distribution. So it looks like we're in another distribution phase, another accumulation phase, then a second distribution phase. you can see it better over here on NQ, accumulation, distribution phase, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We have accumulation here, and it's building. It's like pressure building up, and it's accumulating, and it looks like it's accumulating higher and higher, and it's getting smaller and smaller, and it's going to break out of. So we have a, let's see here. Some people call it a microphone, xylophone, Dorito. So that's a little Dorito. I like the Dorito. So we got accumulation, little manipulations. Come down here, swipe some liquidity. See if we respect that fair value gap there. May swipe this low here. May be interested in swiping this low before moving higher. Breakdown, but we've tapped into this fair value gap. Watch out, Charlotte, because there's glass over there. I don't want you stepping on it. Be careful. So we've tapped into this fair value gap here. We tapped into this fair value gap. It could go as far as down as to sweep this low, or even this low here, before shooting back up. There's a lot of stop losses here as well after this accumulation, and then a pump up. But this area here is being held up. That's an area of interest. Huh? Yeah, come here. Don't touch that. It's glass.
It's hurt me.
Okay, yeah, don't touch that.
It's hurt me.
All right. It's okay. It don't hurt no more. It don't hurt no more.
It's hurt me. You cut myself.
Yeah, you didn't cut yourself, but you gotta stay away from there. Oh, see, look at that. 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 So what are we gonna do? Who's right? Who's wrong?
Okay.
Who's right? Who's wrong? You saying hi?
Hello.
You saying hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Daddy.
Yeah.
Hi, Daddy. Hello.
Say hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
It looks like we're dropping down. We swept this low here. Yeah. Say they swept the low.
Hello.
Say, hey, they swept the low. Hey, let's keep it up like this. Say they swept the low.
Where's that below?
Swept the low.
What's that?
Yeah, and they swept.
What next?
Swept. Say they swept liquidity. What's next? Say what's next?
What next?
Say we may reject.
This is that.
And then shoot up.
What next? Next. Next. What next?
Yeah, let's look at the higher time frames. We got on the 5 minute here.
1 minute.
Looks like we've bounced off this bearish 5 minute fair value gap. Come down here, may retest this inversion. This inversion fair value gap, where we took this trade here earlier. So we're coming back down to retest this inversion, which is in itself a model. So we test this inversion. We got about 2 minutes left on this game. We test this inversion, and then if we get some strength coming back to the upside, that'd be a good re-entry point for some longs.
paper.
But of course, the internet isn't working with me.
I want paper. I want paper. I want paper, Daddy. It's miss my paper. It's miss my paper. It's miss my paper. It's miss my paper. I want some paper.
Yeah, this internet is really.
I want some paper. I want some paper. Daddy.
There's paper there. There's some paper over there. Why don't you grab some paper? There's paper right there. So it looks like everything's frozen. I can't get my internet. Jeez.
I miss you. I miss your paper.
All right.
Good.
I want to try and see if I can't get this internet going. All right. I may have to end the stream here. The internet just totally crashed out on me. Now we got Trading View back up, which is good. So we are reacting off this 5-minute inversion. Which is good. We also have a 5-minute. Okay, Shiloh. We will.
Look at my fingers.
Please watch the chords.
Now wash my fingers.
Go upstairs and wash them.
No.
Go wash them.
Daddy, you wash them. I can't wash them. I can't put it off. Daddy. Daddy, wash my fingers. Daddy, wash my fingers. Wash my fingers. My fingers.
So I may size up and catch a nice little bing bing with these equal highs. Please stop. Thank you. Do not touch those. I had to put a little bass in my voice. Let's see if I can't catch these equal highs here on the ES. This is one of my eval strategies here. I'm sure okay. We can't catch it up here. Let's get a nice little push, 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 push. Just totally stop. Okay, did it stop? Did my internet stop? Is it going? I don't like it. Whatever it's doing, I don't like it. All right, so when it starts doing that, let's see if we can't catch that. Let's catch it. Let's catch it. Come on. Yeah, I'm not gonna test it no more. Let's get this up in the positive somewhere. And I'm petty. I will take $12. Yeah. There's been too many things going on this stream. I will count my blessings on this one. Walk away with maybe a slight ding. Ah. 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 No. I don't like that. I don't like it. When I cut my losses there, I'll get back in on a better. Whew. There's some high resistance right there. I'm still up $11.75. I tell you. I don't know if you can see my palms. They are sweaty. Yeah. I think we're going back down and testing that 5-minute. 15. That's a bearish candle on that 15. We got about 2 minutes left. Let's wait and see what this 15-minute candle does. 15-minute candle looks good on ES. This hourly candle. We may inverse this 1 hour fair value gap on ES. ES is definitely the stronger of the two. I will jump back in there and grab for this highs here, which is a better than jumping in there.
Order filled.
Let's see if we can get something. Let's see if we can get something on that. Give me a little bit of something. Give me something. Give me something. Let's play it up there to this, to where they're ping ponging. Give me something. Give me something.
Order filled.
Ha ha! Got a little something. Went to $100 from my $11. Wasn't quite as good as I was, but we're right here. So I'm looking typically for us to pass there, and from my experience, it'll shoot past this and rock it off without us. So yeah, there we go. There we go. There's somebody up there holding it down, though. There's somebody up there holding it down. It's that order block up there holding it down. Yeah, there's an order block. There's a 15-minute order block right there. There's a 15-minute order block holding it down. But it's shooting up there. It cleared these highs. It's shooting up there, but it's going up. So it's gonna go past this, in my opinion, eventually. We just got a new 15-minute candle on both ES and NQ. It opened below, which I don't like to see. So if we go past mean threshold of this wick, then we're looking for lower here on ES. Yeah, see why I tend to like get in and out of these trades so quickly on especially on these evals. I can't take this here. That's not in my psychology. That would have stopped me out. That would have took my candle. So we got a lot of liquidity just got tagged right here. A lot of liquidity, a lot of stop losses got hit right here. And that's what you see that bounce is, but it looks like it still wants to go lower. So we've tapped this 15-minute inversion. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mark out our 15-minute bullish fair value gap. And here's our 10 o'clock open. So we may come down, retest our 10 o'clock open, and shoot back up. If we go below 10 o'clock, we may be looking at lower prices here. We've got a higher high compared to this high here. So let's see. Let's see if we tap the 10 o'clock. And I'm doing ES here. We have NQ here, which I'll remove this. This was our earlier entry. So we are below 10 o'clock on NQ. So NQ shorts maybe something to look at. We are below 10 o'clock here. We are above 10 o'clock here. So right now, the two markets aren't aligned. Typically, you want to stay out of the markets when the two markets aren't aligned, because you're just going to chop. That's what previous price action has shown in the past. So we are below 10 o'clock open on NQ, above 10 o'clock open on ES. They both opened below the previous 15-minute candle, but so it looks like they're going to be in a tug of war, which creates just a bunch of chop. And if you go to the lower time frames, that's what you'll see. You'll see a bunch of chop, 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 chop. And the lower you go, the choppier. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah. The lower you go, chop, 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 chop. Yeah, that's the 1 minute. So, yeah, I like to get above these. We wicked above these equal highs here, which was enough to send the market down. We have some relative equal highs up here on NQ, which still look good for some upside. So, and it looks like, this is my internet. Usually I'd have something in here, but everything hasn't loaded up quite yet. But I'll mark out this 1 minute fair value gap here. There's a 1 minute bearish fair value gap. So we have our 1050 macro coming in. This will be our last ditch drive in the sand for me for this AM session to see what we can do. NQ. I'll get this out the way here. We are respecting this inversion with this wick. If we wick above, we got 10 seconds left. Let's see if we can close above here. Can we close above? Yeah. That's a new 5 minute. We closed above. Constant encroachment of that fair value gap. Let's see if we can, should I trade back up to these highs or trade back up to here? We got some rejection off that 20. We are above the 20 here, so I'm looking more towards ES here. All right, at the 1050 macro, let's see, got a new 1 minute. A new 1 minute. We have a 1 minute fair value gap here. Let's see what we do with it. So I went long here. See if I can catch something. All right, got $50, 60, 30, 25. Let's see. Let's get me going. Pump it up. Pump up. Pump, pump, pump. 62, 50. I'll take that. I'll take it. It's dancing too much for me. I'm trying to pass the eval here, guys. Give me a break. 154. Trying to pass the eval. Trying to pass the eval. We are dancing to the top here. And yeah, NQ's moving a little bit smoother. Now, I took it because I sized up. This is more than double what I usually take. And see how it's dancing back down. Look, I can't take that. I can't take that. So say what you want. Say what you want. I found something that works for me with the evals. Now, my style of trading, you'll notice if you continue along with me, this is day 3 of the live stream. We're at a lucid 50K in the eval phase. My style of trading, you'll notice, will flip when it comes to staying in the trades and exiting trades. Right now, I've sized up heavy, trying to catch these short little micro scalps. And if I can catch the momentum alongside with my core concepts of fair value gaps and liquidity sweeps, I usually can squeeze out some profitable days here. Right now we're up 154, not a whole lot of, but it's better than being on the other end of that. So we did wick above here to show us an indication of where price would like to go. We've corrected down, come back up, and it looks like we may be able to go back up. As we're coming back up here again, so it looks like it wants to go back up there. If I got in there, I could probably get the top of this wick here. Do I want to chance it? Is it dancing? It's usually what it'll do. It'll do a little hokey pokey and then pop up. By that time, it's too late. We do have a bullish fair value gap here that it's respecting. Got a new 1 minute there. It's just dancing. Dancing, dancing, dancing. And Q is over here. See, it looks like they're trying to catch up with each other. If they could get in sync, I'd take these trades and they would go if they were in sync. But this one's going down, one's going up. They're pushing and pulling. Here we go. Here we go. They look like they're trying to line up. Looks like they're trying to line up a little bit there. But yeah, this is the type of price action I don't like participating in too much. So we're right here. We're at a big inflection point here on ES. If we break above it, it looks like it's going to fly. If they give up, it's just going to tank. So which way do we go? Go on the 5. Still dancing in there. It's looking good on ES. We got this nice wick here. Trying to break these highs. 15. You see how equal those highs is? That's where the fight is, right there. Right there. That's it. If we can get above that into there, it could be setting up here, wick above it, tap deeper into this, and then pop on down. I mean, that could be, and then come back down and then pop back up. But they're trying to induce maybe some shorts here. So every time it hits here, boom, there's some stop losses up there. People going short, and they get down here, boom. Then there's people going long here. They tap these stop losses, boom, got those stop losses, got those stop losses. Are they going to go deeper and get these? Hit that 10 o'clock and then go up? Possible. NQ, we're in a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. Came down here. Boom. There's some stop losses there for people that went long off this bullish fair value gap. We come down here, sweep these, come back up, sweep these, come back down. Possible. That's the way it plays. I do believe in the liquidity concept, because these are where orders are, stop loss. These are where orders are placed, and this is what makes the markets move and filling those orders. So it's going to go to where orders are going to be filled. So we came up here, we filled these orders, grabbed these stop loss, filled these orders. Now we got shorts coming back down, and they're trying to get these orders off down here. These are the guys that are going to buy it up. So they're shorting, trying to sell it to these guys. Sell it to these guys. They buy it. We go up here. So that's what it looks like. Wickety, wickety, wick. Let's see if we can get a little bit of music. I keep cutting it off because I feel like it's sucking my Wi-Fi, but at this point, okay. So right now we're at 52,404. Profit target's 53,000. We got a little bit under 600 bucks before we hit our target to pass this eval. So I am being a little cautious here. I'm being a little cautious here. I want to get this going. ES is a lot stronger. Here we go. It looked like we got something stepping in. It's 11 o'clock. Is it going to be enough to push us up? Or we... $11 o'clock. What are we going to do? Going to tease this up and drop, or are we going to get up to this wick here?
Order filled.
All right. So I got a bad entry there. We got up to 169 there. I got a bad entry. I wanted to get in down here. By the time it got me in, I was laying up here. We may go up to this wick. It's 11 o'clock. It may have just been seeking liquidity to shrink back down. That was my fear. That was my thought process. We may be continuing up. I'm not willing to risk it. Yeah, so you're still just dancing up in there. Yeah, I can't play that game. There it is. There it is. When it moves up that fast, it's scary because it'll wick, grab liquidity and move up. Now in the second try up. Usually if we can get up there again, because it didn't quite hit it. It looks like it may try to hit it and then just fly back down again. But I'm not going to play that game. Not going to play that game today. So I think I'm going to wrap it up for today. It's 11. You've seen a lot of unconventional eval trading here today, but remember, I do keep my core concepts. We are basing these trades off these fair value gaps that are being respected. Again, here we go. If we break above here, boom, there it is. There it is. It looks like it may fly. It may fly. It may fly. Yeah, it may fly. If I'd have been in it, hey, that would have been a good one. Now if we can come back. Can we come back down into this fair value gap and bounce up? Give me an entry. And size down a little bit here. And size down a little bit here. Again, I sized up because I wanted to make up for some of those missed gains there, which I know isn't something I should be saying, but hey, that's what I do. Yeah, it looks like it's going in there, but is it gonna give me an entry? Now I'll be a little bit. I was great close out here, but I'll be a little bit patient. Looks like we're getting some momentum to the upside. So I am doing some unconventional eval trading here. However, I am looking for my core concept entries. So I'm looking for a retest either on ES or NQ. It just looks like we're popping off. We are popping off. We are popping off. Yeah. We're gonna hit that target. That's prior day high. That's prior day high. We're gonna get a pullback before we get there. I'm gonna pull back. I did size back up, so I'm trying to. I want to get this eval done and over. I feel like we got a pretty good chance of continuing to the upside. So I don't feel like if I size up, I don't feel like my stop loss will be in danger.
Order filled.
It's just stalling right there. I don't know if it's my internet. I don't know what it is. Yeah, see, internet, man, internet. Internet is killing me. Yeah, I may just pull it out. Damn. It actually went down $25 on that, even though my P&L was up 25 because the internet is lagging so much. And they're both in a tug of war here. NQ is drastically weaker than ES, which is pulling down on ES. If we can get NQ and ES in alignment, ES would fly. And see, for that brief moment they were. Here we go. It's just one of those things. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that dance, that song and dance. We got about 2 minutes left in this macro. So that was a Bullish fair value gap. That was respected there. It's at 1 minute fair value gap. Let's see if she respects it or not. Got about 2 seconds left in this new candle here. We are below this moving average. It wicked it and bounced right off of it. That's where those moving averages come in. You see how we wicked it, bounced right off of it. About 30 seconds left in this macro here. So if I did get it, I'd shoot right for it gives me a better target here as opposed to shooting the prior day highs. I'd be willing to shoot here, which is telling me there is some resistance there. You can get it. That's the new candle. We're above that MA. I don't know if I can handle this song and dance. It's a little too touchy for me. Alright, so we're at 11:10. At the end of this macro, are we going to continue higher?
Order filled.
Let's see. We're gonna end the day. We're gonna end the day. I am manually controlling my stop loss, so I don't want to get wicked out. But I realize what's going on here, so just letting you know that I know that you know that I know. So far, we are respecting this fair value gap. That's what it does. Breathe. Breathe. All right, so we got 161. We were at 146 before that trade. 161. And I'm being stingy because my nerves are shot. I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna hang it up for the day, fellas. That's what we got. We pulled in 161. for today, for the day. So I'm gonna do this. So I mentioned we're in a Lucid 50K eval. I'm gonna pull up my Lucid dashboard if my Wi-Fi works with me here. Alright, let me try to log in here. I don't want to give you guys my login information. Wait 1 second here. I'll try to log in. Alright, so we're back in. Hopefully I wasn't going too long. So this is my Lucid dashboard. We had one eval here and we breached. Even though with this one, I didn't actually go below my I was at 50. I blew this account at 50.82. I never went below 50,000. That's the thing with these prop accounts. My profit target was 53,000. 53.82. I don't know why it says 82, but anyway, it's a $50,000 account. So in actuality, I never lost my. I actually made money. I made $82, but I still breached the account because I went up so far. I went up on this account, and when I breached it, see here, I went up on this account here. I'm up 51, 51, 64, 51, 674, 52. I'm up here 52, 233. So that's there's a trailing drawdown there. So now my if I lose, I still can only lose $2,000. So I'm up 52,000. You would think that, okay, it starts off at 50,000. You lose $2,000. You blow the account, which is like $48,000, right? Which it shows here, $48,000. However, if you bring your account up, I brought the account all the way up to $52,232, and then I had some bad trades. Had a bad trade here, and it was really in one trade, guys. One trade. I had all these boom, 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 boom. I went on tilt, which it looks like here, and in one trade lost $2,150 in one trade. Took 2 minutes. It took 2 minutes. All these other ones, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. 60%. Lost it all. So, and in these days, on this day, $400 a day, $600 a day, $500 a day, $500 a day. You know, but you got to keep your wins bigger than your losses. In this case, my loss was way bigger than my win. So that was that on that one. So on this one here, this is our current eval. This is my current eval here with Lucid. Yeah, so they're not gonna give me no trading data available. Yeah, they would do that. So anyway, I'm up on the account $2,411. That means I have just below. I'm trying to get to a profit target of 53,000. I have about $589 remaining before we pass this eval. I wish it would pull up my. I wanted to pull up my calendar so you could see on a daily basis what we're doing here, but it's not pulling up anything. So this is June. I don't know why nothing is pulling up on my calendar. I understand July because this is July 1st. Okay, June. Where's everything at? Anyway. I wanted you to see what the P&Ls were for on a daily basis, but it's not working with me, so it is what it is. But anyway, you can see with this account, I'm a little bit more susceptible. So if you look at drawdown, $2,312 in drawdown. So I could blow this account and still be up $100 on this account, not losing anything. You understand? So that's the difference between evals and live trading. So I will jump in and out of a trade. I will cut it quick. That's just how it is. That's how I trade my evals because of these rules. My ultimate goal is to get payouts, build some more accounts, copy trade, 5, 6, 7, 10 accounts, build up funds for the live account, for my personal live account where there are no rules, there are no trailing drawdowns and anything like that, and really, take charge from there. But this is the way you go when you're trading with their money, their rules. It is what it is. But Lucid is one of the better ones as far as the rules are concerned. I mean, it creates discipline. You do need these rules, especially in the beginning. It helps, create discipline, create consistency. Yeah. So in essence, the rules are necessary, especially in the beginning when you're still honing your skills and building your strategy. And by the time you outgrow these prop firms, you should have built yourself enough equity, enough money to fund your own account and trade your own account without having to deal with these trailing drawdowns and prop firm rules. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a little insight on that there. Yeah, so it looks like we did go up there if we would have stuck it in there, but hey, if and ands people, if and ands, that's what it's all about, if and ands. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. I think I've had enough for today. I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for stopping in, checking me out, and I'll catch you tomorrow.